Is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media, and today we're talking about some NFL rumors. Now, you might be wondering, where is this one coming from? Okay, now this is just an absolute potential trade target I want to talk about because the one thing we know about the New York Jets this offseason is that they will be aggressive to go get a new receiver next to Garrett Wilson. And the one thing I know about the NFL is that there are always players that nobody expects to be traded. Okay, and the first example that comes to my mind, let's not forget, who would have thought Tyreek Hill was going to get traded from the Kansas City Chiefs 2 years ago? Nobody. All of a sudden, we get a report from Adam Schefter. He is going to be a Jet or a Dolphin. That absolutely came out of nowhere. Now, there's some speculation about Brandon Aiyuk being unhappy in San Francisco after his underwhelming performance in the Super Bowl. We have people that are close to Brandon Aiyuk's circle going on social media, voicing their frustration, basically insinuating that his time in San Francisco could be coming to an end. Brandon Aiyuk is entering the final year of his contract with San Francisco. He has a $14 million cap hit. And if the 49ers cannot come to a long-term contract extension with him, then it could be beneficial for both parties to find a trade partner. Now, the big question is, are the New York Jets a team that can give the 49ers the assets required? Are the New York Jets a team that would give Brandon Aiyuk the contract that he's looking at? It's a very complicated to figure out if this is even possible, but there are a lot of NFL rumors circulating across right now about Brandon Aiyuk potentially being unhappy in San Francisco. And like I said, the New York Jets are a team that is definitely going to be in on any wide receiver that becomes available, whether that's a free agent wide receiver like a Calvin Ridley, like a Michael Pittman Jr., like a Mike Evans. List goes on. Potential trade targets, Devontae Adams, now Brandon Aiyuk. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you guys that this is happening, okay? It's a full-on potential trade target. And on this channel, I like to bring up any possibilities, even if it's a far-fetched possibility. Now, if you guys are wondering where the rumors are coming from, this is Brandon Aiyuk's best friend on his Instagram story saying, this is exactly why we are leaving San Francisco. Thank you, 49ers, for drafting my brother. We are forever grateful. Why does your all-pro 1,300-yard receiver have 3 catches in the Super Bowl? Now, that's one thing that we saw circulate on social media. We also heard from Brandon Aiyuk's, I think, girlfriend, saying that was the last time you saw Brandon Aiyuk at Levi Stadium. We also have Brandon Aiyuk himself post on his Instagram story saying, don't forget what got you here. Here is Brandon Aiyuk's story saying, don't forget what got you there, right? So this is going to really just circle the pot across the NFL rumors. It's officially the offseason, and you know what offseason means. It's all about speculation. It's all about rumors. It's all about this guy's unhappy, that guy's unhappy. And to be honest with you all, we have no idea if Brandon Aiyuk is going to be coming here or not. Still unlikely. Now, this is from U Stadium. Shout out to U Stadium. They do a great job, of course, reporting everything NFL and every sport. Now, this is interesting because there's a lot of different things here. 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk is a name to keep an eye on this offseason. Both Aiyuk's brother and girlfriend hinted at a possible exit out of San Francisco this offseason. Aiyuk is entering the final year of his rookie contract. So this is his girlfriend. So listen in.
Well, okay, this might have been the last day we touched foot on Levi Stadium, me and Braylon, because we might not be out here next season.
So basically, I don't know if you guys heard her. She said this could be the last time that Brandon and I step foot because he might not be here next season. Now, of course, this is all speculation, but I'm someone that's realized covering the NFL for the past 4 to 5 seasons that anything is possible in terms of a guy becoming available. And this could be more NFL news than Jets-related news. Like, there's obviously, if Brandon Aiyuk becomes available in the trade block, a lot of NFL teams are going to be calling the 49ers besides the Jets. So it's not like, oh, he's available, he's a Jet, right? It's unrealistic to think that way. But it is definitely some speculation I wanted to talk about on the channel because the Jets are very much in the market for a new wide receiver, folks. That is not a secret. The whole NFL world knows it. Every single Jets fan knows that the Jets are going all in for a wide receiver to pair up with Garrett Wilson and, of course, Aaron Rodgers. And Aiyuk is a very good wide receiver, okay? I love them in the draft process, and he's coming off a phenomenal season, a very efficient season for the San Francisco 49ers. So I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat. Would you want the Jets to go all in for a guy like Brandon Aiyuk, or do you feel like it's a little unrealistic and we should be talking about something else? Because again, I don't want people to make it seem like I'm making up these rumors or anything. This is an NFL rumor right now that all I'm saying is that he could become available. There's no report out there that's linking the Jets to Aiyuk at all. Just want to make that clear that there is no report and no rumor that has linked the New York Jets to Brandon Aiyuk. The only thing that we're talking about here is that Brandon Aiyuk could potentially hit the trade block, because if you think about it, the reason why it's a possibility, number one, he is entering the final year of his contract. So usually when a player is entering the final year of their contract, they want a contract extension, especially a player like Aiyuk's caliber, who is a very good talent. And if the Niners don't have the financial flexibility to extend him long term, then Aiyuk could be saying, I want to get traded. I want to go somewhere that's going to take care of me financially. We see this all over the place. This isn't some breaking, new thing here. And then if that's the case, are the New York Jets a potential destination for him? Okay, that is what we're talking about, folks. That is what we're talking about. Ricky says, only trade I make is Aiyuk for our third or Sutton for a fourth. Otherwise, no, I think Ridley is our best bet. I think Calvin Ridley is the guy that I'm looking at the most likely scenario and most, because the thing about Calvin Ridley that I really love, and Ricky in New York, I'm sure that you agree with me, is that he's a free agent. Therefore, you don't have to give up any assets. You can just sign him outright in free agency, whereas Brandon Aiyuk, you'd have to sacrifice some capital and pay him. He gained 1,300 yards. That's 750 with Hackett. Hey, what about Aaron Rodgers, though? We don't know what that looks like. If he does, in fact, hit the trade block, it would be a crime against humanity if JD doesn't at least, very least, call the 49ers. Exactly why we're talking about it. Exactly why we are talking about it, folks. Forget Aiyuk. Trade Bryce Huff for okay. We'll see what happened with Bryce Huff. We shall see. There's no chance Brennan is that stupid to come here. I don't know. Is he? Knowing Joe Douglas, I hope he doesn't sign someone like DJ Chark and say, damn, this is the guy. Oh, man, we shall see. Unrealistic. Let's move on. Hey, man, you never know. Again, you can say it's unrealistic, but the one thing I've learned about the NFL is expect the unexpected in the offseason. Any player become available. And the Jets, we all know, are going to be extremely aggressive this offseason, because Joe Douglas has his job on the line. So, therefore, he is going to be aggressive. Aiyuk with Garrett Wilson would be a nasty tag team tandem. Let's go, Jets. It would be nasty. Therefore, I'm all for it. Anyone who is wanting Adams is like 15%. He comes here. Who, Devontae Adams, you mean? Garrett, Adonai, and Boyd. I like that. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Any wide receiver that we bring in is going to be a significant upgrade to what we have in the roster to pair up with Garrett Wilson. We don't have a true number two. It's that simple. Alan Lazard was supposed to be the number two receiver last year, and he stunk it up. So anybody would be an upgrade, okay? And I'm someone that wants to shoot for the stars. I'm someone that wants to shoot for the stars. What's up, Rubber Duck? Welcome to the show. Bring back Corey Davis. I'd love that. I wish. I want Aiyuk or Ridley. Now, if I had to choose between the two, I'd lean more towards Calvin Ridley personally, just because he's a free agent. We can just sign him and not give up any assets. So Brandon Aiyuk is going to go from the Super Bowl to 9 wins. Hey, man, if the Jets pay him. Brock Purdy lost him that Super Bowl. Aiyuk was open all game. And that's why the speculation has begun. That's why the speculation is here. Wilson and Ridley would be deadly, especially with Rodgers. Absolutely. Caleb on Twitter says Aiyuk or Evans. Yeah, I would love Mike Evans as well. There's a lot of different options here. Dolphins fans in here trolling the Jets. Jets need a whole new roster. Don't get me started about the Dolphins, my friend. Don't even get me started. Check out Corey Davis working out. Looks like he's getting ready to play. Who knows? He could be getting ready to play, or he could just be being healthy. Right? You don't have to be in shape to be playing football. I mean, I like to try to stay in shape. I'm not an athlete. Right? Does that make sense? But who knows? Who made this rumor? So basically, Jack, the rumor is right here. There's a lot of speculation about Brandon Aiyuk being gone. Right? There's a lot of people in his circle This is his best friend on his Instagram story. This is the exact reason why we are leaving San Francisco. Why does your all-pro 1,300-yard receiver have 3 catches in the Super Bowl? So there's obviously people in a circle that's upset. Don't forget why you got here. And then his girlfriend.
Well, okay, this might have been the
Said this.
last day we touched foot on Levi Stadium, me and Braylon, because we might not be out here next season.
So his girlfriend said we may not be here next season. Okay, so that's what's really circulating this rumor. There's, and I'll say this again, there's no rumor that's linking the Jets to Aiyuk at all. There's nothing with substance there. It's just potentially him becoming available, and I'm connecting the dots saying, hey, the Jets need a wide receiver. Aiyuk becomes available. Hey, why not? Why not? Worry about Rodgers actually getting healthy on the field. Bro, don't get me started, Fins fan. I got way too much ammunition to destroy you and the Miami Dolphins franchise. And I'm going to leave it at that. V-Man with the first super chat of the show. Dolphins fans, don't talk trash when Patrick Stewart roasted Tua in the Paramount Plus commercial. Off topic, that commercial was funny AF. Not built for the big moment, I see. Bro, can you imagine your franchise quarterback being roasted on a Super Bowl commercial? Couldn't be me. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. Thank you, V-Man, for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. I do appreciate you. Big time, V-Man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Richie is a yoga teacher, so you need to stay in shape. Kind of the same thing. Well, yeah, I do need to stay in shape. I mean, yoga definitely keeps me in shape. 100%. More importantly, keeps my mind in shape, though. You feel me? V-Man, thank you again for the super chat. And I know it was off topic, but it's kind of on topic here because that commercial was funny. Is Aaron going to retire if the Jets miss the playoffs? Good question. Hypothetically, he plays all 17 games and the Jets still miss the playoffs. I don't know. It's hard because we don't know what the other factors are. We don't know what the other factors are. This guy just called Tua elite. Oh, man. Should I turn this into a Dolphins roast? I mean, this guy's making it too easy. He just called Tua elite. Sorry, I got to stop. I got to be professional. Let's get professional, Richie. I don't want to laugh at this guy. I feel bad. Oh, man. Former Jet scoring the game-winning Super Bowl. Sick to your stomach. Neil, come on. Why'd you got to say that, bro? Why'd you have to say that? Okay, I'm happy for Hardman. How about that? I'm happy for Hardman. Same reason why Aaron came to us. He took less cash and is killing it with the endorsements now. Just saying, bro. Yeah, I mean, listen, Aaron Rodgers came and had the most, don't forget the restructure that he took. He took a huge pay cut to play for the Jets. So will other players do that? I have no idea. We shall see. We shall see. Boys, hit that thumbs up button, and girls would greatly appreciate that. We got a NFL rumor swirling that I wanted to talk about because maybe, just maybe, there's a chance that he becomes available and the Jets call up the Niners and get him to New York, baby. Oh, don't you mean New Jersey? Bro, like, think of something else to say besides that because it is so whatever. Tua, more like Tua turned the ball over for a pick six. We better re-sign Huff, Richie. Yeah, I'm definitely not expecting the Jets to do that, if I'm being honest with you guys. I've kind of prepared my mind of Bryce Huff walking. Unfortunately. I'll never understand the Hardman fiasco. Yes, we had Gibson to return kicks, but we could have used him as a slot guy instead of that bum cop. Yep. Huff will be a tag and trade 100%. Yeah, I definitely hope that the Jets get something in return. What was his stats with the 49ers? So Aiyuk is coming off a great season with San Francisco. He's coming off a 1,300-yard season. So let's see exactly, though. Brandon Aiyuk's stats was 75 catches, 1,342 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Back-to-back seasons getting over 1,000 yards. The season prior in 2022, he had 78 catches, 1,015 yards, and 8 touchdowns. So back-to-back seasons of being an elite wide receiver, and he is a perfect receiver to pair up with Garrett Wilson. If he becomes available, the Jets should definitely do just that. Richie, ¿dónde está Jack? Jack is chilling. He will be back. Don't you worry. He's just taking a little off-season break, and I don't blame him, brother. I don't blame him for that. Hardman had hands issues in camp, if I remember correctly. He did. He didn't have a good camp. Huge season from Aiyuk. Yes, he did. Jack, McDonald was definitely drafted as a replacement. Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, my guy, Jack. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Why wouldn't we re-sign him? He is insane. Because there's a lot more to it than just re-signing. Unfortunately, you think it's just easy. Yeah, re-sign him. He's great, right? He's great. But there's a lot of things that goes into re-signing a player like Bryce Huff. Number one, Bryce Huff, he's not taking any pay cut. He is not going to take a discount. He wants to get paid. And the Jets simply don't have the money to afford what Bryce Huff wants. Because we have to save our money to re-sign Garrett Wilson eventually, Sauce Gardner eventually, AVT, right? AVT is going to be due for a contract extension if he stays healthy. I think that's the biggest thing with Elijah Vera Tucker. He needs to prove to stay healthy. The Jets got to be smart with their money, and it sucks that we can't bring back Bryce Huff. Trust me, it's absolutely terrible. But hey, it's part of the game. Garrett and Brandon would be a spectacular duo. Yes, they would. I'm sorry we cannot let him walk. Got to tag and trade. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Tag and trade him, 100%. How'd the Finns ruin Marino? He's a Hall of Famer. Troll. Poor Finns fan. Jack, because Huff is one who actually signs a contract and he wants to go elsewhere. Yes, so it also takes two to tango. The Jets don't have the money and the resources to offer the contract that Bryce Huff and his camp is looking for. Okay? That's really what it comes down to. Although I might rather keep JJ over Huff if that's the mindset. Well, that's the thing. We're not going to be able to pay Jermaine Johnson and Bryce Huff the big bucks eventually. JJ will be getting a big contract. Exactly, JT. And that's the sad part of the business of the NFL. You want to keep everybody, but you can't. Which is all the more reason why we need to make sure we go on a run right now. Guys, don't forget to do your boy a solid favor by hitting that like button right now for your boy. Cannot thank you guys enough for tuning into the show, guys. Let's freaking go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. Now, guys, as you all know, we do have a brand new show that I am a part of. Now, today's topic is going to be an interesting one, okay? Today's topic will be an interesting one. Join me, Dan Mitchell, and TD Finstock at 3 p.m. EST. I just put the link in the chat on The Huddle on BetUS TV. Miami shouldn't pay Tua. We will be talking about Tua Tagovailoa in just 2 hours from now. So, guys, click that link that's in the chat. Go to this stream right here and let them know that Richie sent you again. And stay tuned every single day. This is a big deal for me. I know that I already announced the show, and yesterday was the first episode, which was really, really awesome. But in today's show, we're going to be breaking down why the Dolphins should not pay Tua Tagovailoa. It's going to be interesting. And we're also going to be talking about other stuff surrounding the NFL, of course. So if you guys want to click that link that's down below in the chat, go over to that show at 3 p.m. EST. We would all greatly, greatly appreciate you all tuning in to that. Also, of course, this stream is being brought to you by and powered by BetUS Sportsbook. Not only is BetUS trying to launch their media services with their TV shows that I'm luckily to be a part of, but they also, of course, are a sports book, which is what they're known for, baby. So if you guys want to get a 125% sign-up bonus, click that link down below in the description. And they're also maybe doing a giveaway soon. So stay tuned for giveaway potential ideas, guys. Don't forget to check out BetUS. They got a lot of different options. Now, I know that the NFL seasons is all wrapped up, but they do have some other options on their site, whether that's basketball, if you guys are into basketball. You can also bet on, Super Bowl odds next year. Let's see that. Oh, they don't have them just yet. They don't have the Super Bowl odds for next year. Okay. Let's see what they do have. So they don't have the NFL odds just yet, but what they do have is NFL futures. Oh, here they go. They do have it. So NFL Super Bowl 2025 winner. Here, I'll make the screen just a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see. There we go. So the New York Jets are at plus 2,000 to win the Super Bowl next year. Do you guys feel like that's a likely odd? Are the Jets winning the Super Bowl next year? That's at plus 2,000. It's kind of wild how likely they have. They have the Jets winning the Super Bowl better odds than the Texans, than the Chargers even, the Rams, the Browns. Teams that were in the playoffs have a worse chance of winning the Super Bowl according to BetUS than the New York Jets. Very interesting. But guys, if you are a basketball fan, they do have a lot of awesome NBA bets on their site, of course. Definitely go check out BetUS. And don't forget, they also have the casino. If you are into blackjack or any casino games, it's legal in all 50 states. But please, guys, I do ask you to bet responsibly and use the code down below in the description to get a 125% sign-up bonus when you open up your account today. So a big-time shout-out to BetUS Sportsbook for continuing to be the proud sportsbook sponsor of Jets Media. Amanda already put her money on the Jets to win the Super Bowl next year. That's why we all love Amanda. Amanda's great. If you're not following Amanda Goodowitz on X right now or Twitter, what are you doing? She is the rising star of Jets Twitter, if she's not already. Do it. Betting KC, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, don't blame you, bro. I didn't even look. Wait, who has the most likely odds? It better be Kansas City, because if it's not, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Let's see. They don't. Are you kidding me? The Chiefs don't have the most likely odds. That's ridiculous. When is Vegas going to learn? The Niners have the best odds, not the Chiefs. When is Vegas going to learn to stop disrespecting the damn Chiefs? Okay. Here we go again. The New York 49ers / Packers. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. You know it. You know it. Pay Tua, please. Oh, please. Pay Tua. Pay Tua. Pay Tua. Made that bet last year, never again. Cartman, me too. I did too. Don't worry. Where are we at in those odds? So the Jets are at plus 2,000. We are tied with the Packers and the Dolphins for the ninth best odds to win it all next year, in case anyone's wondering. Another wide receiver basically unlocks Garrett. Got to fix that O-line too. Yeah, I think that the path for the New York Jets this offseason, in my opinion, should be getting an offensive tackle in free agency, getting a wide receiver in free agency or the trade market, and then draft another offensive tackle with number 10. Boom. Fixed. Joe Namath's got a ring. How many does Dan Marino have? This poor guy, Fins fan, is getting roasted today. I feel bad, honestly. I feel bad. Would you rather your quarterback have better stats or a Super Bowl ring? Because Dan Marino has way better stats than Joe Namath. But who's got the ring? My point stands. While watching, I couldn't help but to imagine watching the Jets in the bowl. I think I'd honestly cry, LMAO. I don't know how I'd handle it at all. Oh, I'd cry. I'd cry. Okay? And I am not afraid to admit that. And whenever it does happen, I'll be live, crying my eyes out to you guys. And I'm sure people will be calling me all different names. And I couldn't give two craps about what people have to say about me. I mean, I got to this point without caring. Because if I cared what you guys said about me in a bad way, I wouldn't still be doing what I do right now, folks. You know how much I put myself out there and I voice my opinions and I get negative hate towards me? I don't care. Because if I did, I wouldn't still be doing what I do. And I cannot stress this enough. And this is I'm turning this into a TED Talk. Guys, don't let other people's opinions affect you. You are your own person. Don't do it. That is the best thing. No matter what you do, whether you put yourself out there like I do on social media or you don't, anybody else's opinion on you should not impact the way you live your life. Just saying. Amanda and Nicole are both awesome on X. Yes, they are both awesome. I love Nicole. Nicole is definitely one of my favorite accounts on X. Nicole's an awesome cook. Had her food at her tailgate. Yeah, I do want to meet her. I've been following her for a long time. We're talking about Namath and Marino times. Namath was the GOAT. He has a ring. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, who else was watching the Super Bowl like JT? Because I was. Who was watching this Super Bowl thinking to themselves, if the Jets were in this situation, how would I be feeling right now? Oh my God. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine how to survive that. Can you imagine a Super Bowl watch party on Jets Media? I thought to myself, what the heck would a Super Bowl live watch party be like? Who's going to be with me? Am I doing an event? Am I doing a watch party? Who's with me? How would I control myself gosh. Much love, Richie. Aiyuk going to the Jets would be tough with Rodgers. Yeah, I hope it happens, but I'm definitely not thinking it's likely. Oh, man, I would be absolutely overwhelmed. A total blubbering mess. 100%. 100%. Jets versus Niners next season can very well be this Super Bowl matchup. I'm going to roll with the optimistic side again this offseason. We're so close to being a top team. JT, we need more optimism from people because I know that it's scary to be optimistic because we were so optimistic last year. We were extremely optimistic last year to the point where it all crumbled in our face. And I don't blame anybody to not be optimistic. If you're a pessimist heading into this season, I'm not going to blame you because of the pain of what this team brought us this season. Because of the absolute, utter pain. My question to you, do you think you have a chance of winning the division? Can you imagine the Jets were the first seed in the AFC East for 17 games just for you to lose the division, bro? That is an absolute embarrassment. I'd rather the Jets be out of it the whole season than to be teased all year just to lose the division and lose in the first round. Someone tell me, how did the Dolphins have a better season last year than the Jets other than them winning more games, making the playoffs, and losing? They both did nothing positive this year. Just saying. Fins choked on winning the division like they always do, choking every single year. Don't bring up the facts, Dark Soldier. Just don't do it. I'm telling you, they don't want it. I placed my bet for them to win this Super Bowl next week in Vegas. Let's effing go. Are you serious, Dark Soldier? You did that? I love it. All I know is Brees is going to be effing dog this coming season. You saw it on Jets Media first, chat. Let's go, Brian. I love it. I love it. Bro, force at the tickets to games this season just to see Wilson versus Mahomes instead of Rodgers versus Mahomes. That was an abomination, bro. That was an abomination. It really is. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I want to hear from the chat right now. Start a poll. How are you feeling as a Jets fan heading into this season? Putting a poll up. Are you optimistic or pessimistic? Optimistic or pessimistic? Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Jets fans. Just put up the chat. Because I definitely can hear why people are pessimistic. Ask me after the draft. That's a good sign. So guys, as you guys vote in the chat, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back to talk more about Brandon Aiyuk potentially being traded in the offseason and also talk about the poll and also talking about some other things and answer all the questions you guys may have in the live chat. So we're going to be right back after a quick word from another proud sponsor of the channel, Manta Sleep. As you all know, we've had a proud sponsor of Jets Media for quite some time now, and they happen to be Manta Sleep. Now, if you guys want to use my promo code JETS, you will get a 10% discount code. That link is down below in the description. Now, you might be wondering, what is Manta Sleep? If you guys have any struggles with sleeping, I cannot highly recommend more the Manta Sleep Pro Mask. Now, I've been using this since they became sponsors on the channel months ago, and I literally wear this exact sleep mask every single night before sleep. Again, guys, this is what you got to invest in if you're having any difficulty with sleep. It is the most advanced sleep mask on the market, and I promise you, you will not regret getting your sleep mask. It absolutely takes out the light, 100% blackout, zero eye pressure technology. So when you put it on, you can open your eyes. But really, my favorite part about it is it completely turns out the light. So even if you want to put it on for a midday nap, or even you don't even want to take a rest, you just want to put the sleep mask on, even meditate. It's a really mindful practice, and I cannot recommend them more to you guys. They have a lot of different masks on their website. This happens to be the Pro Mask, which I personally recommend. It's what I use. But don't forget, use that link down below in the description, 10% off discount code. They have a Bluetooth mask if you want to listen to music. They got a silk mask. They got ones for kids. They got a weighted mask. They got a cool mask. Definitely check out their website. Cannot recommend them more. Thank you, Manta Sleep, for being a proud sponsor of Jets Media. All right. Shout out. Also, shout out to the AFC's Roundtable. Let's see what the chat is saying. 66% are optimistic. I like it. Only 35% are pessimistic. Okay. Jets fans, we made it. We're optimistic. Uh-oh. It's swinging now. Is it going to swing? I'm looking at the poll, guys. Everyone vote right now in the chat. As a Jets fan, are you entering this offseason optimistic or pessimistic? Which one is it? Let me know right now. Let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard, ladies and gentlemen. Let the voice be heard, because I, again, don't blame Jets fans being pessimistic, unfortunately, because of the pain and the suffering we went through. Because of the pain and utter suffering we went through this past year. Very optimistic, like in 23. Go Jets. Keep hating on us. There we go, David. I'm not pessimistic, but I'm reserving my excitement. That's a good one. I voted pessimistic only because Joe Douglas has yet to prove he could put together a winning team, but boy, am I hungry for a deep playoff run. Guys, give your reasoning in the chat. Why did you vote optimistic? Why did you vote pessimistic? Let me know. Let me know. Ray says optimistic. Okay. New York Knicks success don't make up for my New York Jets nightmares. No, it doesn't. Word is whack. Sauce is better. Oh, Ward is whack. I mean, yeah, obviously Sauce is better than Ward. How you feel about the Gardner-Ward Twitter beef? In my opinion, Sauce spoke facts. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just Sauce is blown up to the point where Sauce Gardner has blown up where anything he says will be blown up in the media. These Giants fans talked crazy to me because I said it was crazy to say he wouldn't make playoffs in the beginning of the year. Game experience will be better with AR back. Team needs time to gel. Yeah, I mean, another training camp will be definitely beneficial. 110%. I saw the Knicks got the Jets treatment with the refs last night. Yeah, don't even get me started, bro. Optimistic because we were a healthy lineman and one more receiver from being ridiculous, to be honest. With Aaron last season, we lose maybe 3 games. And that's my craziest takeaway, is that I feel like people are pretending that the Jets are really far. It feels like that, but at the same time, to me, it doesn't. And there's not like there's so many holes. The holes are like they're big, but there's not a lot of them, right? There's a hole at wide receiver 2. There's a hole on the offensive tackle spot. And there's a hole in the backup quarterback. Where else is there a hole? Where else is there a hole? Aiyuk is another Lazard, I think. Well, Lazard's never had a season like Aiyuk, but hey, you never know. Appreciate you, Naf. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Who's in lineman you're keeping your eyes on in free agency? Definitely Tyron Smith. Brandon Smith as well. We need a beast wide receiver and offensive line help. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the two big holes. That and a backup quarterback. It's sad that we cross our fingers for our goal is to get into the playoffs. Yeah. We haven't been to the playoffs in 13 years. I want to experience a playoff game so bad on this channel. Can you imagine a live watch party for a Jets playoff game? How much? I lose my mind over preseason games. I watched my reaction to Aaron Rodgers throwing a touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson in the preseason, and I was laughing at myself. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was this excited over a preseason touchdown. Can you imagine what I would be feeling like if that was even the regular season? Because we never saw it. I wish we could keep Zach Wilson because he's actually good. We just need an offensive line and receivers who can catch. Yeah, Zach is done here. Donovan Smith grew up a New York Jets fan. So is Barkley. Yeah, I just found out that Donovan Smith grew up a town over from me. You think we look for a guard who can play center and center who can play guard? Which one you want? Yeah, Connor McGovern. Bring back Connor McGovern. That's exactly who you're referring to. I would love to bring back Connor McGovern. I think he's a very underrated Jet who's a free agent. My predictions, receivers, Ridley and Bourne, linemen, Fuaga and Trent Brown. Okay, Stevie, you can definitely sell me on this. What are we even trying to get for Zach? Late round pick. So the compensation that we saw is rumored to be something along the lines of a late pick swap. Okay? Like we give up our 7th and we move up to the 5th. Something like that. There was one hit in preseason that had me crazy. I texted it to my Giant fan friends. Yeah, bro. You and me both. Trade Huff and Zach for his 2nd. Nah, I wish. I mean, I don't want to trade Huff, but we might have to. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. We greatly appreciate you all tuning in. We're live here on Jets Media, folks. We are live on the channel talking about some NFL rumors because it's the offseason. And you know what the offseason consists of? Speculation out the wazoo. Speculation, rumors here, rumors there. I swear we better not trade the 250. Yeah, we do have Mr. Irrelevant's pick this year. We have Mr. Irrelevant. Should we draft the quarterback and try to get Brock Purdy 2.0? AVT is going to play the whole season and Joe Tippmann is only going to get better. There we go, Amanda. That's what we like to hear. It is awesome that the Jets do have 2 young studs on the offensive line, but unfortunately one of the 2 can't stay healthy. But according to Amanda, AVT will be playing all year. So we're good. Yeah, I mean, Joe Tippmann is like the one piece of the offensive line and AVT, but the AVT situations, unfortunately, makes me nervous because of the injuries, but it makes me have a sigh of relief that we actually have a young stud at center to develop and be there for the long term. We've been waiting for a guy since Nick Mangold. If we sign both the left tackle and right tackle, do we draft the tackle or go somewhere else? I think we still draft the tackle, but maybe not at number 10, if that's what you're referring to, Zachary. If we sign both the left tackle and right tackle in free agency and they're both starters, I don't think we draft one at 10, but we'll still draft one later on. And don't sleep on my man Carter Warren. I think Carter Warren has a lot of upside. I don't think he's going to start, but I think he has a lot of upside. Did you hear the 49ers saying they didn't know the overtime rules? I got to ask you, Brandon Aiyuk. Did you know the overtime rules? Because I don't want you as a Jet if you didn't. But yeah, bro. 100%. San Francisco players was lying and making up excuses. Kansas City Chiefs said they've talked about the OT rules since training camp. Bro, I swear, the fact that they didn't know the overtime rules, that is wild to me. How do I know the overtime rules? And I'm assuming you guys in the chat know the overtime rules, but the players participating in the Super Bowl don't know them. That's bad, bro. That's bad, bro. Trade back up after number 10 to make, trade back up after the number 10 pick is made and draft McCarthy in the second round. I don't know how Jets fans feel about that. Let me know. You guys want the Jets to trade up in the second round and get J.J. McCarthy or what? San Francisco Criers. Damn. Letting them have it. Letting them have it. If Becton is still out there in June, should we bring him back as depth? Yes. Am I banned here? What's up, McCall? No. What do you mean? What you talking about, Willis? Absolute not. Fire. McCarthy is garbage. JJ is going top 15. You think so? I legit didn't know anything about the OT rules until OT Sunday night when they explained it. It is new, so I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. I had no clue. Yeah, I mean, listen, the overtime rules are different in the playoffs. And the reason why they changed it was because of the Bills and the Chiefs game 2 years ago when that Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes game, when the Chiefs won the toss, they went down the field, scored a touchdown. The Bills didn't get an opportunity to play. They didn't get an opportunity to respond. And I agree with that rule. I think that in the playoffs, both teams deserve a chance to possess the ball. I played Madden 24. That's how I learned about it. That's funny. Jets probably going to bring in Minshew as our quarterback number 2. I think that'll be a great move. No one's talking about second OT in history, and both in our lifetime. In the Super Bowl you're referring to, Neff? Yeah, that was the second Super Bowl overtime. The first one was recently. The ref explained it when they flipped the coin. That too, Tyler. Zach Wilson will be cut. No one wants him. I think that there would be a team that's going to be willing to give up a late-round pick. Richie, are you saying a 7th for 5th pick swap for Zach Wilson just because that's what we got from McCole? No. Didn't even really think about what we got from McCole. But I do feel like the Jets would get that type of package. Even like a 6th for a 5th, 5th for a 4th. I don't know. I don't think we're getting an additional pick. I think we're just going to move up in day 3. Who do you like more, Ridley, Pittman, or Higgins? I like Ridley the most because of the financials and how he fits this team, but I think any 3 would be awesome. I see guys like Morgan sitting around mid-20s. I'd take a trade back, but it's situational. Of course. I mean, this is the process of the NFL draft. You got to go over multiple different scenarios. Zach going to the Vikings and will win a Super Bowl in the next 4 years. Boy, I hope that doesn't happen. Good for you, though. Good for you, Zach, if that happens. Good for you, Mr. Zach Wilson. But I don't think anyone's expecting that. Guys, we are live here on Jets Media, on X, on YouTube. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're watching it on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching me live here on Twitter, thank you so much for tuning in. Retweet the show. Hit the like button. Support the boy here. Richie, you are the GOAT. No, I'm not David Hall Jr. You are the GOAT, bro. David, you are the GOAT, bro. Thank you so much for the kind words, David. Appreciate you. I would go for Higgins and Aiyuk. Yeah, those are probably the 2 most unlikely, but 2 players that would be elite for the Jets. Remember when Jets fans said they'd win the Super Bowl after signing Rodgers, Lara Cup? Hey, man, we didn't see Rodgers, so you could say this if Rodgers played and stunk, but we didn't see that, so I don't know what you're trying to say. Richie, I believe Zach will be our 3rd quarterback. I don't think that's going to happen, man. I really don't. It's inevitable. After what happened with the reports and all the things that we've been seeing behind closed doors, I'd be shocked. Saquon to the Jets would be epic. Fits our style. I don't think Saquon wants to go somewhere that he's not going to be the starter because Breece Hall is the bell cow. Breece Hall is the guy. Pittman Jr. and Aiyuk, both. Definitely can't get both. As much as I'd love that, we definitely cannot get both. JD had bad year because he let Rodgers be his Gmail. You mean his GM? Who would you rather have on the team right now? Prime DeBrickashaw Ferguson or Prime Revis? Oh, that's so easy. DeBrickashaw Ferguson. We have Sauce Gardner. We don't need Revis. Revis would be great. Don't get me wrong. Revis and Sauce would be legitimately like wild, but the offensive line's the hole here. So give me the Brick, who's an Iron Man, never missed a snap, 100%. I also think Lazard can be a good receiver for the Jets. Me too. I think Aaron Rodgers could make him a good receiver. He was a good receiver. Richie, do you think the Legacy helmet logo is definite? I mean, I'd be shocked if it's not. Remember, like I told Buffalo Jet fan, I said it first. What did you say again? Oh, that Zach will be quarterback 3? All right, I'll hold you to it. 2 former Jets were in the Super Bowl. At least we got that. Yep, and one of them had 2 big plays. Sam Darnold, man. Sam Darnold. Can you imagine Sam went into that Super Bowl and won it, bro? That would have been so freaking hilarious. Hardman caught the Garrett Wilson catch for us, Jets fans. Zach is gone. Woody doesn't even want him. Yeah, Zach is gone, bro. Zach is gone. Come on now. Zach is gone. Sorry to break the news. I really want us to draft another running back. If history repeats itself, the Jets will. The Jets draft a running back literally every draft. So they definitely will. What if Darnold comes back? Would you guys welcome Sam Darnold back as the backup behind Aaron Rodgers? Did Sam D turn into Breece, though? Yes, he did. He did. Jamal Adams turned into AVT and Garrett Wilson. Sam Darnold turned into Breece Hall. Leonard Williams turned into Ashton Davis. Richie, doesn't Snowball make you melt? What do you mean? What's Snowball saying that would make me melt, Dane? New unis this year will give us some luck. Yeah, let's get rid of the stank in this team, which was those crappy, cruddy uniforms. And I'm happy that I've had this Breece Hall legacy jersey hung up all offseason long so far. I have yet to not have my Breece Hall legacy jersey on there. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to the legacies. Personally, I would. I like Sam. He got a bad deal the first time. I agree. Do you think we at least draft a quarterback? Very likely. A very likely chance. Guys, also, I don't think... I don't want to go here, but don't rule out the Jets drafting a quarterback in the first round. Uh-oh. Did I say it? Yes, I did. I'm not predicting it. I'm not saying it's 100% happening, but I just got to throw the possibility out there that there is a chance that the Jets draft a quarterback in round 1. Because let's be honest with ourselves, the Jets have no long-term plan. If you look around the AFC conference, all the top-tier quarterbacks that we have to go up against, they're all former first-round picks. Every single one of them. Name them. Now, I'm not saying that it's happening, but I need Jets fans to start opening their minds to that possibility. I don't know. If I was a betting man, which I happen to be lately, I would bet against it, but don't rule it out. We need to draft a quarterback every year until we have our guy. There we go. No, Richie, there's no chance as long as you have Rodgers for at least 2 years. I don't know, man. I mean, let's not forget the goal with Rodgers was Zach Wilson to sit behind him. And now that Zach Wilson seems to be on the way out, there's no contingent plan. I have no idea. I'm just saying I'm someone that likes to have a long-term vision. And if the Jets want to get the long-term answer, I would love it. But hey, we shall see. What if Daniels is on the board at number 10? It will be hard to pass on him. I don't think he'll be on the board at 10, but yeah, that's the type of possibility I'm talking about. What do you think of the Jets drafting a quarterback in the later rounds? Listen, it's like you're throwing a dart at the dartboard. Like, it's such a risk. Like, 90% of the quarterbacks drafted in later rounds don't pan out, but the couple that do, we're like, oh, see, look at Dak Prescott, look at Brock Purdy, look at Tom Brady, look at Russell Wilson. Like, those are the outliers. Very highly unlikely that you get a franchise quarterback in the later rounds. Is it possible? Yes, of course it is, but it's very not likely. And not even first-round picks is a hit 100%, as we all learned. You all know where I stand. I don't know where you stand, Lisselle. You want a quarterback in round 1? Oh, no, you want to draft someone late? I don't even know. Where do you stand, Lisselle? I forgot. I know you want a quarterback. The question is at 10 or later. Appreciate the super chat, though. Trade the picks for proven players. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that we also have to balance out as a Jets fan base. Do we want this team to go all in right now and risk our future to go all in to lose, and then our future's messed up? I don't know. A lot is on the line. It's also a risk with the first round. Yes, of course it is. As we learned, it's a risk no matter how you look at it. Get Michael Penix. Would you guys want Michael Penix on the Jets? Any QB you pick after second round will be good in the future, especially if you sit behind Rodgers. That's what I'm saying. Getting A-Rod wasn't the problem. Giving him complete power was the issue. Every single person you brought with him, nobody wanted them. The thing with this is, though, it's hard to evaluate all the people Rodgers brought in because all the people he brought in didn't get to play with Aaron Rodgers. I think that Allen Lazard would have had a better season if Rodgers was healthy. I think Cobb would have had a better season if Rodgers was healthy. Because, again, Rodgers wanted guys familiar with him because he is the system. But hey, it's just a what-if scenario. LaSalle with the $5. No, I was talking the poll. Oh, you're talking about the poll. Yes, you are pessimistic. I know that. But third or second round, you want a quarterback. Okay. Guys, where do you stand in the poll? Because right now, 60% is leaning towards optimism. 40% is pessimistic. Thank you for the super chat, Lizzo. Always appreciate you. But hey, maybe Brandon Aiyuk is a Jet for all we know. Wild Wave will smash his computer if we draft Penix. I seen that Michigan game. Rodgers can't fix Lazard's hands though, Richie. He has the dropsies. No, that's true. Definitely true. You're right. But I just feel like Aaron Rodgers, the only reason why Allen Lazard is a good player is because of Aaron Rodgers in the first place, is my point. Like, Aaron Rodgers got the most out of Allen Lazard. So I'm someone that believes, like, okay, he can do it again. But who knows? Paul is optimistic. We always getting 30-plus players past their prime. I feel like that was the old Jets. Not really anymore, but I guess so. Give me Ridley and Samuel or Aiyuk and Samuel. Curtis Samuel is definitely one of those players that people got to start opening their minds to as a possibility. 100%. Absolutely. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. How many likes did we got? We got around 52 likes. Appreciate you guys. Let's get this up to 70. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's go, baby. Also, just want to remind you all that we will be live every single day on BetUS TV at 3 p.m. EST. Today's topic is going to be about the Dolphins should not pay Tua. If you guys want to go over there, click the like and say Richie sent you and get ready for the show. We're going to be live at 3 p.m. EST. Don't forget, we're live on this channel every single day, Monday through Friday. Let's freaking get it, folks. Appreciate you guys. That link I'll put in the chat right now. For those interested, definitely go check out The Huddle, produced and presented by BetUS TV. I'm excited for that. Talk about Tua Tagovailoa being a bum. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it, bro. Aiyuk is on fire. All right, VR. You want him? Lazard will be cut by midseason. I hope not, but possibility. I say Tua doesn't have that it factor. Oh, yeah. That's obvious, right? Would you trade a 25 first for Davante Adams? I don't know, man. That's a tough question. Chat, what do you think? A 25 first-round pick for Davante. That's tough. I don't think we would have to give up a first for Davante. I really don't. Lissell, another super chat. Also, want to talk about Manta Sleep. What is the best option for road trips? So, Lissell, the sleep mask that I personally use every single night is the Pro Mask. That's the one I would recommend. Definitely the Pro Mask. So, that's what I would recommend. And don't forget, you get 10% off when you use the code JETS, Lissell. So, the Manta Sleep Mask, the Pro Mask, here. They are elite for road trips, Lissell. This is the Pro Mask. This is the one that I would recommend for sure. That's the one I'd recommend right here, the Pro Mask, Lissell. And if you get one, let me know. Let me know how you like it. I'm a big fan of their product, which is why I continuously promote them, because I'm someone that wears it every night, wore it to sleep last night, whenever I travel. So, Lissell, let me know how you feel about the if you get it. We can get a developmental quarterback in the 4th. Yeah, we can. Who knows if he'll turn into anything, though. It's not guaranteed. Yes, because it'll be a low first-round pick at 25 because the floor is AFC chip game. Okay. It'll be not even, we don't even need that pick, right? It'll be a 32nd. Where's everybody on Darnell Mooney? I think he'd be a sufficient wide receiver, too. I think we could do better. Mooney's a good player. Nothing to take away from him, but I think we could do better. Come on now. I think we could do better, bro. Right? Can we do better or not? Rattler in the late round. Listen. Yeah. I don't mind that. I like the cooling mask because I can only sleep in the cold, but I like your opinion, though. Might go with that. Well, Lissell, you can buy this and get the cooling mask cups. I have that. Come on, Lissell. So, Lissell, what I'd recommend to you, my friend, is you get the Pro Mask and then you get the Manta Sleep Cool Cups. Now, what the cool thing about the mask is, these come off, and then you just put this in the freezer, and then you replace it, and then you will have the cool mask. You put both of them on, and you put it on your face, and it's ice cold. Good for headaches, good for migraines, good to just cool off. So you can do both, Lissell. You can do both. That's what I would recommend. Get the Pro Mask, and then get the cool cups, and you're good to go. Call me crazy, but I'd rather we go after one of the younger wide receivers instead of Adams. He's great, but that moves hurt our future, in my opinion. Thank you for the super chat, Keith. The thing about this is we are in a win-now mode with Aaron Rodgers. So that's the balance. We have a young receiver, and his name is Garrett Wilson. And Davante Adams is still a top-tier receiver in the NFL. So I could definitely see, okay, I'd rather go get an Aiyuk or a Higgins or a Ridley. But we have our young stud in Garrett, and I feel like him pairing up with the veteran Davante Adams with Aaron Rodgers makes a lot of sense. But hey, you never know, Keith. I definitely hear what you're saying, my friend. I definitely hear what you're saying. And I appreciate the super chat. I really do. Thank you, my friend. All right, guys. We're going to wrap up the show here. One last time, I'm just going to remind you all that if you guys click the link that I'm going to put in the chat right now, I'm going to be live at 3 p.m. EST on BetUS TV. It's actually pinned at the top of the chat. So if you guys click the link that's pinned at the chat, it will take you to this live show. Go over there, say in the live chat, Richie sent you, and get ready for a big-time show. Me and Dan Mitchell and TD Finstock talking all things NFL, highlighting Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be roasting the Dolphins. You don't want to miss it. So appreciate all the support, guys. Really do appreciate you all. We're going to wrap up the show here. We just hit over the hour mark. I love you all. Let's go, Jets. I'll see you guys at 3 p.m. Hour and a half, baby. Hour and a half away. I'll see you guys then. So this stream was all about the potential trade target of Brandon Aiyuk. Will he be traded? We shall see. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay warm. A lot of snow outside. Peace, guys.